Hey guys, it's Ben. Coming to you at a noon on, I'm usually pretty good about this. Thursday. It's Thursday. It is about noon. I think I'm gonna need to start talking about the book a little bit more. I've had fun with my little asides, but we got about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks, till the Indiegogo comes out, and I'm excited, and I'm also nervous. I know that my channel and my profile don't really attract a super lot of attention. In a way, I kind of like that. I don't want to be, I made this YouTube for the most part to promote my works. I don't like the idea of becoming a full-time YouTuber. I kind of don't. It feels, well, I better not say that. Well, okay, I'm gonna say it. It feels a little silly. YouTube is a platform that we all can use to do whatever the heck we want, and so like when you see the people who take it very seriously and all this stuff about analytics and whatnot, it just kind of makes me, it makes me feel a little embarrassed. Anyway, I made this channel primarily to promote Outlaw Nights, and I'm planning on keeping it going after we finish the campaign, because I have many more things I want to create, both comic book and non-comic book. So as a result, having a channel like this is definitely useful. My big plan right now is for the first issue of Outlaw Nights. That is really gonna be, that's gonna determine how long this series goes, at least for me, because as much as I would absolutely love to keep writing this story, even with like only one fan, I obviously, that's not feasible. That's not sustainable. Just not good in terms of my growth as a creator. So, my big plan with Outlaw Nights Volume 1, I put that our goal is for $5,000. Made it a flexible goal. But we're gonna need more than $5,000. I would say a good benchmark would be around maybe $8,500. If you guys think I should set that as the goal instead of putting the $5,000, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in a message, let me know on Twitter, let me know on Facebook, anywhere you wanna, anytime you have a suggestion or a critique, don't be afraid of stepping on my feelings or whatever, because, any suggestions are good suggestions right now. Right now, subscribe to the channel. There's about 24 of you, and thank God for you people. Thank God for all of you. You guys have been amazing. And I know that a lot of you who have subscribed have also been incredibly helpful with promoting this. And I appreciate the heck out of that, because I know, nobody, this is all volunteer basis. All I have to offer people in return is the comic book. I don't have money to pay a bunch of people to do things for me. I don't have money to invest in promotion. So really just, you know, all the help you guys have provided me, particularly, you know, War Campaign, Captain Fuckhead. You guys have been incredibly phenomenal and supportive as hell, and I can't thank you enough for that. It means the world to me, because I recognize that, you know, you got a bunch of people promoting their projects and stuff. A lot of people have found their hookups and all. I guess I kind of, maybe I haven't, you know, partially from my own anxieties. I kind of, you know, I don't want to delve too much into internet culture. I know that sounds kind of whatever, I guess snobby, but it's just, there's so many headaches and so much unnecessary silliness that comes from it. You know, it's this giant rumor mill. Somebody hears something, bam, that's the news. You know, like it doesn't even have to be true. It just has to, you know, somebody just has to have uttered it. You know, this hyper awareness of what people say and stuff. I'm just, ugh. That's why it's like I try to keep kind of a barrier up. I don't talk a lot on the internet. I don't talk a lot with a lot of that stuff because, you know, so much of it just feels silly, you know? So much of it just feels like I'm 30 years old. I shouldn't be focused on this he said, she said crap. You know what I mean? Like, I did that for most of my youth, and all it ended up doing was wasting a lot of my time. You know, there were a lot of years that I could have put forward. I could have come forward and brought out things like Outlaw Nights. I could have come up with all kinds of things, but I was too focused on inward, and I was too focused on silliness that just, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody claims to have these, we all have these principled reasons for why we pursue these things, but very rarely does it actually, like, pull off the intended end result, I guess is the best way I'd put it. We kind of shoot ourselves in the foot when we get obstinate and we have to everything has to be a battle. We end up kind of, you know, just this whole thing with Comicsgate, it was a big walkaway movement, and now you know, there's so much infighting and all this silliness and this factioning off. It's like, guys, if you like a book, back the book. If you don't like a book, don't back the book. I think that's the simplest little litmus test that you can give for all this. If you love Outlaw Nights, like I do, back it. If you don't like Outlaw Nights, don't back it. I know that sounds counterintuitive for me to say, but, you know, I don't want you to get a product that you don't want, you know? But I can tell you that Outlaw Nights, I poured my heart and soul into this story. I remember it took me about 2 weeks to write out the script. I outlined it a lot at first. Then as I was writing it, I realized that my outline had way too much going on in it, and so I had to adjust and correct. And I was very meticulous about things that I wanted and all. And I know I've probably aggravated both my artist and my colorist respectively with my notes and critiques that I do whenever they hand me something, but it's just because, you know, I really care about this project and I want it to be the best that it can be. And I think they agree. You know, they've been incredibly patient with me, incredibly patient. So I can tell you, with Render's work, with Pressy's work, on top of my work, this is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous book, and it's gonna come out by hook or by crook. Now, yeah. Essentially, the way I feel about this, I know earlier I was saying about how, this would be kind of the determining factor. But, my thing is I know that a lot of it is also just people won't necessarily have heard of it. So make no mistake, if this campaign fails, I'm going to relaunch. We are not, this is not going to bed. Because I truly believe that this comic is worthy of your time. And just so you know, I value your time. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, I recognize the fact that most of my customer base are all adults, and we all have things going on, and as we get older, we all get more selective about what we want as our entertainment. So I made sure to put 110% into this to make sure that you were entertained. So, Outlaw Nights is coming out on September 24th. It's a little less than 2 weeks away. I'm excited. I'm nervous. Any comments, suggestions, critiques, most welcome at my door. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Ben, and I'm going to talk to you tomorrow.